Good morning, team. Welcome to Weekly Advantage. Great to be here today on this beautiful sunny morning in Michigan. You can just feel that spring is in the air, which I love this time of year. And it's truly a time of refreshing. It's like renewal. You know, everything died off in the winter, and spring is just a time of new flowers and new life, and just a wonderful time of refreshment. And as I was thinking about this week's message, I go back to purpose. And I know I've talked a lot about purpose in our weekly messages, but it is such an important part of life for each and every one of us. I believe that each of us was born with a purpose inside of us, a reason why we're here. And as we discover that purpose, we find that life is a lot more satisfactory and a lot more enjoyable because we're doing what it is that we were made to do. And in that, we give so much more of ourselves as opposed to just having a job, or as opposed to just doing some type of volunteer work, or just even just floating through life. When we wake up every day with a sense of purpose, that I am doing what it is that I was made to do, you look forward to the day. You get out of bed. And I know I get out of bed every day because I truly believe I was called to work in and operate skilled nursing facilities. And it's exciting to me every single day. Like, what can I do today to make a difference in the lives of the people that work and live with us? Now, not everybody is called to do this work, but I believe that when you came to work with us, something inside of you moved you to say, I want to do this work. I want to work in the culinary department. I want to work in the life enrichment department. I want to work in the nursing department. I want to work as a social worker. Something inside of you said, this is what I want to do. Now, I understand some of you are like, no, this is the only job I could get. But in the job that you have, you can discover what it is that your passion and your purpose is, no matter what your job is in the organization. Now, when I was a little girl, and I tell this story a lot, my sister and I would play, and my sister would always be the teacher, and I would always be the nurse. But I wanted to be the teacher, but she was older, and she said, no, I'm the teacher and you're the nurse. So what happened? My sister is an elementary school teacher, and I went to school to be a nurse. But my true passion in life is education. And so I went into nursing, and I love nursing. I love everything about nursing, but I really love to teach people. I love to teach our residents things. I love to teach our team members things, and I just enjoy teaching. And that's where I discovered my purpose. So even though nursing is all cool and wonderful, and I really enjoy it and love it, my true passion in life is teaching. And so no matter what department you're in, no matter what work you do, the work may be something that is important, of course, and it pays the bills, but there might be an aspect of that work that you truly love that can help you to identify your purpose. Now, many of our nurses, their passion is nursing, and the teaching thing is like, nope, that's not for me. I want to care for residents, and that's you living in your purpose. For our CNAs, every day you come to work. I mean, think about purpose-driven life, that you help our residents to get up every day and face the day and enjoy the day, and you give them that relationship and your family to them. And how awesome is that? Culinary, you make the food. Think about how important the food is for our residents. If they didn't have you, if you weren't walking in that work, our residents would not be eating very good food. And I will tell you, I am not a food person and when it comes to the cooking part, so I'm grateful that each of you is there walking in your purpose in that department so that they can enjoy their food. Our housekeeping department, having that passion for a clean and organized environment. I mean, think about how much you are helping people not to get infections, and how you're keeping the environment in a way that is so clean and sanitary that people feel good when they walk into the organization. motivation. I mean, I could go through every single department. Life enrichment, you give people a reason to wake up every day and a reason to be able to self-express and be who they are and live who they are. And I hope you see my point here. My point is that we are all called to do a certain work. And when we're doing that work, we approach it with joy and with passion and not with drudgery and like this is just a job. And if you're feeling that way, maybe try and shift your mind a little bit and think about, well, what am I getting at this time and at this place that is helping me to get to my purpose in life? What is the next step in my career and in my life plan where I can live that wonderful and fulfilled life? It's so important because, a lot of us have ideas and things that we want to do, but maybe we don't step into them. And so last week I talked about leadership and how important it is for leadership to help people identify, like, where do you want to go in life? And part of that is helping people to live out the purpose that they have inside of them. And so I encourage you to think about yourself, your purpose, leadership, help people to get there in identifying their purpose and helping them to walk further into it. I help them to identify, like, what are their strengths, and is there some way that their strengths can be best channeled that they have more satisfaction in their workplace. But then I also encourage each of you to think about the people around you. You've all got friends, you've all got family, you've all got relationships, and are there people whose purpose may be to work with us at Advantage Living Centers, who maybe don't have the experience, don't have the credentialing, but who might have the heart and the desire to help other people? How wonderful it would be to bring in people who want to care for people. I mean, we can educate, we can train, but we do truly want people that have a passion for what we do. So everybody, we just so enjoy you. Yesterday was Women's Day, International Women's Day. So shout out to all the women who work with us, and a thank you to all the men who work with us as well, of course. But with the International Women's Day, it's a great time for us to look at our lives, look at our accomplishments, and see how far we've come in our careers and in our families and in all that we do. So God bless you all, and we'll talk to you next week.